We continue to watch the back and forth in Washington as President Trump announcing a 1-month reprieve from tariffs on cars coming in from Mexico and Canada. It's all part of the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. Today, more products from Mexico will get a temporary reprieve from the taxes as well. But what about here at home? As some goods have a pause from tariffs, others do not. And that's leaving some local businesses on edge about what could happen. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis spoke with one local business who was already getting ready for the worst. Kayla?
Darren, according to Lending Tree, Arkansas gets 43% of its imports from Canada, Mexico, and China, and ranked 26 in the country most vulnerable to tariffs. One local business, Ozark Beer Company in Rogers, says they feel concerned with the uncertainty of tariffs since the beginning of February. A cold beer straight from the tap, one way many Americans unwind and even socialize. But Lacie Bray with Ozark Beer Company in Rogers says that dynamic has changed a bit over the last few years.
Our industry has been really chaotic since the pandemic with supply chains and then just changing consumer habits since the pandemic. They really like to be at their house. They like to order food in. Like going out and socializing isn't as part of our culture as it was before the pandemic.
And now they face an even bigger threat due to tariffs.
A lot of the grain that we are able to get in the United States actually comes from Canada. Some of our aluminum as well that we use for cans. So when we look at when we're producing beer, other than the water, the next highest thing that we use is the malt. And so if those prices and the prices of cans go up 25%, it is going to be a huge hit for our industry.
Bray says they don't know how to properly prepare because of the constant back and forth.
We laid off half of our staff in January preparing for this. With the chaos of, we're going to do tariffs, we're going to push them off, it really doesn't allow a situation for businesses to plan accordingly. We have to be very reactive because we don't know what's coming.
Despite the layoffs, she says prices going up is inevitable.
I don't think it offsets the need to raise prices. I think that we have been so constrained for so many years that this was kind of a tipping point.
But they're trying to remain hopeful.
The one positive thing that a lot of craft breweries have for them is that we do have the ability to sell directly to the consumer in our tap rooms.
President Trump announced on Tuesday that all tariffs will officially be implemented on April 2nd. Kayla Davis, 5 News.